guys, dots and dashes again. Let's have a look at what's happening recently. Burnham, what do you think?
Hi, Lynn. Good morning, everyone. Well, he was appointed party leader for the Labour Party on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
No opposition. I listened to some of his speech, and it's interesting stuff. We don't know his cabinet is going to be yet till Monday when he formally becomes the Prime Minister. I'm just thinking, for people like you and me, we got to hope that it doesn't change what the situation is now, because
Well,
if I tell you what his speech was,
yes.
you'd laugh or cry. I don't know what's the right emotion.
Yeah, carry on, because I haven't seen any of it yet.
Yeah. Well, he mentioned he's going to have 5 principles. He's going to nationalize every industry. He's going to take us back to the late 70s, pre-Margaret Thatcher era.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, God help us. And he says the late 80s, ruined Britain. They actually downgraded Britain in those years. We didn't get anywhere. And so he's going to do what Britain was like in the 70s. I mean, think about it. Coal mine. I just arrived in the country and I was doing my university degree. And we had a 3-day working week, coal miners' strike, Arthur Scargill, remember?
I'm sorry, I
Arthur
missed that.
Scargill.
Oh, Arthur Scargill.
Yeah,
Oh,
God.
yeah.
I mean, I don't think we want to go back to that. I think country will come to a standstill.
Yes.
And he promised he's going to get everybody together. He's going to be North England, South England, north of UK, south of UK, east of UK, west of UK. He's going to have the same policy for everybody. He's going to bring people together. Okay, he did well in Manchester, I agree. He improved that area, the Greater Manchester. Whether he can do countrywide, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. No.
I think ideally,
a lot of pie in the sky then.
Yeah. Ideally, I think Starmer should have called an election, like we said last week, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
And that could have been better for us. We would have known for sure which way the country's inclined. So, yeah.
Yes.
So,
I think we're just going to continue on the downward slope at the moment.
looks like at the moment, I think nothing's. It's been everything's downgraded virtually, the way the city centres are, where the shops are empty.
Yes.
I mean, going to Bournemouth town, I'd hardly go now. When I went last, it was almost like a ghost town with half the units empty, litter on the streets. And I think it's the same countrywide, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think 2 years he's going to be there. He's going to be able to do anything, really.
No,
2 or
neither
3
do I.
years, I think, depends. Elections probably, it's 2 years of Labour government so far, and probably further 3 years. So it's got about 2.5 years to resolve anything. I just hope the Chancellor who comes in doesn't do drastic changes, because at the moment things are pretty stable in the money markets and the charts, etc. They've been pretty stable. But if suddenly they do a sudden change, you could say every market's falling. People
That's
like
right.
you and me, I know, okay, so we are okay, we're comfortable, but we could have a serious drop,
Mm. Yes. Well, I mean, all this about paying tax on pensions.
Because was it next year, April, that it changes everything? Any pension you got, you can't leave it to your family tax-free now. They're going to pay inheritance tax on it.
At the moment, anyway.
Yeah.
Unless we kick up about it.
Yeah. I don't think they'll change that policy for some reason. They won't. Once it's in place, I mean, any government doesn't change policies. Not suddenly. So tell me, what happened with the election you had here on Thursday?
Yeah. Colin Sutton won.
Great.
Yeah. A big majority too. 14,000 plus votes. Different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he was going to come in today, as you recall, But unfortunately for us, he's been called away
Be a
again.
busy politician, isn't it?
Yeah.
A busy job.
I think it's sort of now everybody wants a piece of him.
Of course.
But he has said he will be here next week.
Okay. Good. I look forward to that.
Yes. I think that will be really good. He said he'll tell us about his first week in his new job.
Because I've got a question to ask him, because I think I mentioned this before. The Police and Crime Commissioner role is going to be finished in a year or so. So I'm not sure.
Yes, yeah.
So I need to ask him what exactly happens after that.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know.
Oh.
I have no idea about that. Yeah.
I hear about Anne Widdecombe. They arrested 2 people, a 29-year-old who used to live 200 miles away, up in the Midlands somewhere, travelled down and parked a car in her driveway and had a stick or something.
Yeah.
And then another person, 50-year-old, has been arrested for some sort of social media post. I don't know exactly what that is about, but we wait and see what that there is, because there's not much more being said, is it?
No, I wasn't at home yesterday. In fact, my granddaughter wasn't very well, and we were trying to get a doctor to have a look at her, and had to end up at the hospital because nobody would talk to her. So, that was. I think it's okay, but they don't know what's wrong with her. They said it's probably a virus. They think. How
old is she?
20-something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get a lot of these illnesses, unfortunately, nowadays. But locals just phobia off, I think. Because some of the junior doctors, I don't think they've got the experience to tell you what's what, because they're second guessing. And all the experienced doctors, anybody over 55 now retires at 55.
That's right.
So,
and there is no experience out there.
No. So,
I mean, twice I've had to go, because I don't go very often. I usually, my own treatments, better than popping pills. I'm not into that. But twice I've had to go because I needed a referral for something or whatever the case may be. And I've found them to be absolutely disgusting. They don't know anything. You ask them a question, they well, look it up on Google or something. Hello, I can do that. What I've gone for is for something specific.
Yeah, it's lucky if you can get an appointment, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, my granddaughter just moved to this area, so she was not on a doctor's list. But anyway, I gave her the number. She rang them up, and they said, no, we can't see you today because there's a lot of sickness going round, so we're not letting anybody else in today.
Oh, okay.
That was it. So I found another surgery. We picked her up and we took her to it physically. And although the lady was very good there, and it was a much better talk with the person than the other one, she said, I'm really sorry, but we can't fit you in at all here, simply because we've only got one doctor in at the moment because all the rest of the staff are off sick. Yeah. Shouldn't laugh, should we? It might be me next. But anyway, she did ask what she could and said, honestly, I think you should go to a walk-in centre, which is 15 miles, as our nearest one. And she said, take her to the walk-in centre. I said, well, are they open now?
Yeah.
She said, well, I don't know. I will tell you that as soon as they're full, they shut the doors and they don't let anybody else in. So I'd get there as quick as you can.
Yeah.
So I said, we can't take her until about 4:30 because we've got other commitments. She said, well, do you know what I do? Take her to the hospital. Well, honest to God, it was horrendous.
Waiting.
We found a seat for her, but Peter and I had to stand for over 2 hours in one place. My feet hurt, my legs hurt, my back hurt.
Oh, dear.
You know how you get, and you keep thinking, for goodness sake. And there was nobody on the desk. And the little ticket she got when she got there still remained on the desk. Eventually, somebody came through. We asked about nobody on the desk. Oh, they've gone for lunch. And this is at night, right? But that was lunch 5 hours previous. And so I said, well, it's a long lunch, isn't it? And so she said, well, everybody's allowed a break. I said, we've been standing here for 2 hours.
Okay.
Do you think 2 hours is a normal break? She was not amused.
That's not fair, is it? How is she today? Is she better?
I haven't spoken with her today, but they have put a prescription across. But somebody will have to go and pick it up for her. Once I'm off this today, I'll give her a call and see how she does.
Talking about doctors, they all work part-time anyway. They don't work full weeks. They work 2 or 3 days, get one doctor. You can never see the same GP like you used to.
Never. It's a disgusting service. Absolutely disgusting.
I had a message from my surgery recently. The doctor I used to see, he retired years ago. Then they put me with the second partner. She was good. But now she's retired and they put me under somebody I can't even recognize or read their name properly. Pronounce their names. I don't know who they are.
No.
And if I will get to see them, I don't know. Luckily, fingers crossed, touch wood, I don't have to go and see GP very often, which is a good thing.
Yes.
Apart from my annual blood pressure check and blood test because of my age.
Sure. But no, I very rarely go.
So, yeah.
I mean, in 30 years, I've probably been there, I don't know, maximum of a dozen times in 30 years.
I go once a year, apart from the chaps. I mean, talking about my profession, pharmacy, I'm so pleased and glad that I retired in 2018 because since then, everything's changed in the last 5-6 years. Since pro-COVID and post-COVID, I think the health service, they say waiting lists are down, everything's down, but I think it's not to the standard we were used to or we expect, you know? There's too much middle management.
It's imploded, hasn't it?
Yeah. So unfortunately, unless they cut out part of the middle manager where all the paperwork and all that and make it too straightforward. Because it's all about quality points and tick boxes and all that sort of thing.
That's right.
You know?
Yes. Yeah. And all this, we'll have a chat online.
Yeah.
You know, the best thing is to look at somebody, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell whether somebody's really ill or if somebody just wants a prescription so they can do some pill popping.
Yeah. Especially the old generation GPs used to look at you and say, look, what, they used to tell them everything. But I don't think the younger GPs have got the experience. So I'm sorry to say.
They haven't.
They were very good persons, probably had all the training they need, but unless they had 10, 15 years experience behind them, they can't tell everything.
No, they can't. They haven't got the experience, have they?
No. I mean, I had an example. I wanted to have a blood test done. I was getting palpitations. So we don't have a heart doctor who's experiencing heart surgery or a cardiologist experienced GP. We'll have to refer you back to a consultant at the hospital. How long does that appointment take on NHS? 3 months. By the time I could have been not here, Fingers crossed I'm still here.
Yeah. It is a finger cross thing.
Yeah, I know. You just have to hope for the best, I reckon.
Yeah. Yes.
And people say you should go privately, but private medical experience it's not cheap. I've got medical insurance. I've had it since I had the business in the 80s. And I'm paying nearly £4,500 a year.
Yeah.
So
I quite believe it. I'm not paying though. They wouldn't cover my latest treatment. So I decided that I'm not going to waste my money anymore.
Problem is, if I stop suddenly and something happens, you wish, it's catch-22, isn't it?
Well, it is, but, you talk about going and seeing these people. I went to the surgery to ask for a referral to go and see someone about my hearing because I had a problem with both of my ears all of a sudden. So I went to an audiologist. She was very good. She thought she knew exactly what it was. She told me to go and ask the doctor to refer me to go private because I would get a better service than I would anywhere else, which is what we did. We went to the surgery. We got this appointment. I didn't get seen by a doctor, and that had to be a doctor's referral. I got seen by some nurse. She said, what are you here for? So I said, my ears. So she started talking to me as if I was a child, and she's leaning forward. And she said, and so can you do... I said, excuse me, I've got a problem with my ears. I'm not deaf.
No.
Right? So she said, I see, so you can hear. I said, I can hear you loud and clear. I said, all I want is a referral. Well, why do you need a referral? Because all they'll do, and this is a nurse talking to me, or a helper, I don't know what she was. And she said that all they'll do is give you some drops. I said, I don't want any drops, thank you very much. That's not the problem. I know what the problem is because I've been to an audiologist and they have told me what the problem is and I need to see a specialist. So she said, well, I think you should try these drops first. I said, I came here for a referral and that's all I want. Are you going to give me the referral? She said, yes. I went to the private place and I get in there and this guy says, what are you here for? Don't you know? The referral from the doctor, you know. He said, well, yes, something about your ears and your balance. I said, yes, correct. So he fiddles around and he looks in my ears and he said, well, I can't see anything obvious. Okay, I think we'll just run the machine on you. He couldn't even operate the blasted machine. And I'm thinking, what's going on? Then he said, I can't get it to do this and I can't get it to do that. So I said, okay, never mind. Don't worry about it. Just tell me exactly what I should be doing. So he said, well, I'm not sure. If you're not happy with this, you can come back and you'll get someone else who is into the audiologist department. I said, so what do you use? He said, I'm a cancer and thyroid specialist. So this stupid nurse had booked the wrong doctor for me. 250 quid down the drain, that was.
Crumbs.
Yeah. I was not happy.
You shouldn't have paid. You shouldn't have paid.
Well, the trouble was, they're separate because the NHS gave me the wrong person. I can't very well refuse, can I? Because
no, of course not. No,
it wasn't their fault. It was a surgery.
Exactly. I mean, that reminds me of, that story reminds me of a doctor's receptionist. We used to, when I was working, I used to have one receptionist at one of the surgeries where I used to, sometimes I used to phone the GP to check what they mean by the prescription, you know, whether or there's interaction. This one receptionist, you could never get through to get her to connect to the doctors. She wanted to know every inside out what was what before she'd connect to the doctor. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I'm top. You have to get past me first.
Exactly. Better Lexis.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, that's absolutely right.
Yeah. Anyway, God, that's a long session today so far.
Oh dear, have we overstepped our mark?
No, it's fine. It's been good. We went through. Yeah, good. Anyway, so next week, Colin Sutton. I don't know. I keep on calling him Clive. It's Colin, is it?
I called him Tim in the beginning. Now you're calling him Clive. No, it's Colin. Colin Sutton.
I hope I remember that next week.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I look forward to. Hope he does turn up, and I hope he hasn't got any busy schedule in front of him for Saturday.
Yeah, well, I think it's just the fact that he's just won the vote. So I think he was needed to go and sign some forms.
Of course, yeah, busy person now that he's got a job. So good. But he's done it before, hasn't he?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, he was a detective, a very well-known detective prior to this, but now he's doing this police and crime commissioner's job. And I said it without stumbling this time.
Oh, very good. Yeah. All right, Lynn. Any plans for the rest of the weekend?
No, normal work.
I've already put my pencil out. Cricket T20 today. Somerset Northerns on telly. I'm not going to watch them because they're playing in Northerns, the ground of Midlands. So I'll be watching that on telly. Because I go and see Somerset every so often, and I follow that team. So they did well the other day. They did They were almost losing, but they won with one ball to spare. It's a good
Really?
match. Yeah, I watched it on telly. So, and tomorrow's Grand Prix, Belgium. So that's another thing for me. So my weekend sorted.
Excellent.
Nice and relaxing weekend. Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
Lynn.
because now with the football ending for the UK,
Yeah, well,
I suppose you're not interested anymore.
I watched the match, but I think difficult to say. The other side was the better side anyway.
Right.
Definitely. So, shame. They could have done a couple of things slightly different, and they could have won it. You never know.
Yeah, well,
That,
if
that,
it's a little word with a big meaning.
Also, I think the whole tournament is biased towards a couple of teams and a couple of players.
Right.
But we can leave the topic for another day.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
Because there is some sort of controversy, or what you call, not controversy, what's the word I'm looking for?
Controversy.
Controversy, but no, there's something else there's another word to come to me later on.
Okay.
Counterproductive? No. It must be conspiracy. Conspiracy theory. Yeah, sorry, that's it. I was right first time.
Conspiracy. Okay.
All right. I say bye today.
Okay, and it's bye from me too. Take
See you
care.
next week.
Yep, will do. Bye.